So this is an unboxing of the new edition of Gloomhaven that arrived about an hour or so ago. For context, I ordered this off Kickstarter, sorry, I backed this on Kickstarter in July 2023. I bought it on the last day of the Kickstarter, I think, so it's been almost 2 years to the day since I backed it. It was $130. I don't know how much the early birds were, but yeah, it's $130. I also ordered the miniature set for another $130, but those haven't started shipping yet, I believe. I think some regions have had this a bit sooner than the UK, where I am, but that's due to closeness to shipping origin. So yeah, we got them just this week in the UK. So first of all, you can see the box. I haven't opened it yet, so we'll do that in a moment. So got some nice artwork. See the sides of it. That's that side. That side showing just some details and some pictures of what's going on. Nice artwork, but again, not really very much on the box other than that. And then if I just flip it over, you'll see the bottom. So there's the bottom now. Apologies, I'm filming this on my phone, so it's not the easiest because it's such a big box, which we'll get to in a sec. So here's the bottom. So this has got a lot more information on it. So welcome to Gloomhaven, and a little bit of blurb about that, and some examples of some of the board pieces, counters, etc. And some more information over here. There's a website you can go to for more info. Comes with 19 miniatures, but as I said, I bought the extra base pack that comes with, I don't know how many that has, but quite a lot of extra stuff and a bit more explanation. So just on the sides of the box, I thought I'd measure it so you can get an idea. So length, again, see, one-handed, not very easy doing this, so we'll just do it like that, and so that's 30 to there. I don't have to be accurate here, approximately. So it's about 45 centimeters, no, 41.5 centimeters in length. It is approximately 23 centimeters tall, and it is approximately 30 centimeters long in depth, and it weighs 12 kilograms, which for a board game is absolutely massive. I was a bit shocked when it arrived, I have to admit, and the postman was struggling with it. So yes, 12 kilogram box, and you see I've cut 3 of the sides. Haven't cut this one yet, so I haven't opened this at all, so I'll just quickly do that. Just get my knife. And I'll do that. Now we have to open it. Okay, so just pop the lid off, but I haven't actually looked inside it yet. So you can see on the inside of the box, there's like a map of the world, I guess. Similar there, similar on that side, and similar on the back. So it's nice enough, but there's not much on it. So just see if there's anything inside the lid. No, nothing inside the lid. So let's put that away. And so here we go. We have a piece of foam, first of all. It's useful to have a bit of foam in the workshop. We have some empty boxes for counters, cards, etc. Okay. Then we have a Welcome to Gloomhaven flyer, or pamphlet. Read this before you do anything else. So it's telling you how to organise it. So you've got nested boxes, trays with lids, blah blah. Beneath it's got 4 books, 2 sticker sheets, and a campaign pad. Blimey, that's a lot. So you've got a puzzle book, a scenario book, a section book, and a rule book, and stickers, campaigns, map board, and scenario flowcharts. And then it tells you to punch out all your cardboard parts, which is fairly standard if you've done anything like before, like Hero Quest or any other big boxes, or Gloomhaven 1. I'm sure you're used to all of this. Like I've never played Gloomhaven in my life, so this is all new to me, but I've done a lot of Hero Quest, etc. And this is just suggesting how you might want to organise your little plastic boxes. So it's all nice full colour, seems well laid out. Useful text, again telling you some of the cards, telling you how to sort the cards, etc. again. And then on the back of the flyer we've got kind of a nice little blown out diagram of all the parts that are in this box. You can see why it's 12 kilograms. It's got a hell of a lot of material in here. And then some more information, and feel free to pause this as you go if you wish to and have a look, and you can read some of this. And there's a play from a video rather than the rulebook, so there's a gaming rule video link there, which is going to be very useful. That's good. So then in here we have a small kind of A5, maybe even a bit smaller puzzle book, and it's sealed. This hinge motif here is actually a sticker that's sealing the puzzle book, so I won't open that yet in case I'm not supposed to. It might be part of the game in the same way as something like Blackstone Fortress, where you have an envelope that explains the puzzle at the end, or Silver Tower, things like that. So here's the main Gloomhaven rulebook. So it is a number of pages. 73 pages for the main rulebook. You can see there, or 74 including the back cover. These last couple of pages are credits. And so there's the contents, table of contents, and getting started section, starting character classes, Bruiser, Silent Knife, Tinkerer, Spellweaver, Cragheart, and Mind Thief. I have no idea if those are the same as the original Gloomhaven. Let me know if they are or not. How to create a character, got ability cards. Not going to go through the whole book yet, because again I don't know enough about the game to talk about the contents, but I've played a lot of different games over the years and it looks quite nicely laid out. There's a lot of text, it's very text heavy in terms of the rules, but yeah, it looks very nice. Nice quality paper, nice and thick, looks like it should stand up to repetitive use. So that looks very nice. And then we've got this one, which was the section book. It's upside down because of the ring binder. So yeah, these ones are ring bound. That's a nice touch as well. It means it makes it easier to use in. It makes it easier to make use of it while you're actually playing the game, because your pages will stay open. So these are different sections, whatever that means. Well, I don't know what the difference, particularly a section is talking about, but there's different special rules. There's I think it's to do with different missions. So you're like 5.3 here, this is 4.2 over here, so it's probably sections, like special expanded parts of the main rules from the scenario book, I'm going to guess. Again, very nicely laid out, nice and colourful. The blown out boxes are colour coded, so your rewards are always in gold. Special rules are in purple, section links are in blue, conclusion in red. Again, not going to go through it all now, but that's a nice book. Oh, how big is this one? So this is 138 pages, or 137 for the back page. So an awful lot of material in the section book. And then we have an equally as thick, by the looks of it, scenario book. Again, I'll just check the back page. Oh, it's a bit thinner actually, it's 121 pages on this scenario book. So again, these are the missions from the game by the looks of it. So there are, how many have we got? Don't really know how to read this yet. How do I see what mission we're on? So that's possibly E12, I think might be a mission, and then it goes on to A1, so that's like an extra potentially, I don't know. And it's unlocked by 6.3, so that might be like a special outcome to that mission 6.3 potentially, don't know. Be interesting. Oh, that one's unlocked by 123.3, which isn't. I'm not sure how you read that then, because it's 96. It's on page 113, so yeah, have to work out how these mission numbers and things all link together, because it's not immediately obvious. But again, really nice, full colour, lots of icons, and actually not too much text in here, which is really good. Generally, the more streamlined it is, the easier it is to follow. And I'm going to be playing this hopefully with my kids if they're interested, so the easier the better, as long as I can learn the rules and then distill them for my children, then that will be good. I mean, it's 14 plus, it says on the box, and neither of my kids are 14 plus, but then I think HeroQuest is supposed to be 14 plus, and a lot of that's down to the pointiness of the models rather than the actual difficulty of the rules. Anyway, that's the scenario book. Then we have the stickers. So these are the scenario lockout stickers, and you've got enhancement stickers. There's just the one sheet of those. And then we have achievement stickers. So that's page 2 of 2 for the stickers. So that's all the stickers you get. Yeah, again, really nice quality, high full colour stickers. Then we have a campaign sheet pad. Now, there's not much on here, I have to say. It's one of the good things about HeroQuest is the stack of like character sheets you get is massive. It lasts you for a very long time, and this only feels like it's got about 8 sheets maybe. Now I don't know how many you need, but I'm going to guess it's one per player. Not sure. Maybe it's one per party, and you put all the players on the party. But even so, that's not a lot of playthrough, so you might want to photocopy that and run out a bunch of your own sheets. And I'm going to guess it would be other people online will be releasing their own versions of the sheets as well. It might be better laid out, but looks fine to be fair, so it might be all right. And then we're on to some of the card stock. So this is nice. Bloody hell, that is quite thick card. Lovely full colour, really nice cardstock. Yeah, double-sided parts. So you got some tokens, you got a board piece, other tokens, etc. Again, some of these things like a bookcase that looks very similar in size to the HeroQuest bookcase from the most recent HeroQuest re-release. So it might well be. You can use things like HeroQuest parts to give yourself a 3D board rather than using tokens. Otherwise, 3D printers are great. So I've been 3D printing a HeroQuest board, and you can get all sorts of things like bookcases, sarcophagi, doors, etc. So yeah, like there's a wooden door. I will have a 3D printed door for that, rather than using cardstock probably. As long as it's the board allows for it, it's the right size. Otherwise, I'll just scale it down a bit. But I hadn't really considered that before, but yeah, that seems like a good idea. And we've got another one, very similar in terms of content, another double-sided board piece. Lots more of the same kind of markers and tokens. And some more. This one's like a tavern, or looks all dusty and cobwebby, like a basement maybe. And that's more of some sort of fighting pit potentially. What have we got on this one? Pretty easier hand actually, right-handed. Here we've got again more tokens. These appear to be tags that you could use, like demons and ooze. And there's some more tokens again. So you get a lot of tokens, a lot of them are the same. Here's a large board piece compared to the other ones. That might well be kind of one of the main bits that you use repeatedly. And again, they're numbered, so you can see if I zoom in, it's down here, it says G15A, so that's going to make it easier for you to tell which pieces to use, which board sections, because in games like Black Tower and Blackstone Fortress, sorry, Silver Tower and Blackstone Fortress by Games Workshop, sometimes the boards are quite similar and you can pick the wrong ones quite easily. So here, because they've actually put the board, they've numbered them, it might make it much more straightforward and harder to get them wrong. Well, to be fair, there's actually not that many, so that's the end of the card stock. So what was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 sheets of card, 6 sheets of card stock. It's not a huge amount of board pieces, but then it looks like there's actually a large board as well. So you're not just using cardstock to build your board. There is a fold out map. Oh, this is a map. So this is kind of a campaign map potentially. So this is very nice actually. It feels really, really nice. It's the same motif as on the inside of the box. So this kind of effect. You've got a bunch of character types down here, the different classes I think. Some sort of cannon. A little map of Gloomhaven with some location markers. And again, yeah, so there's Gloomhaven there. So I guess once you're in Gloomhaven, you then use the expanded map. No idea how big these squares are in game terms and sort of how long it might take you to get from one side of the board to the other. But there's the map. Just so you might give you the full view of it. Yeah, looks very, very nice. Again, it's quite thick, quite sturdy. Yeah, very nice. So I'll just fold that up again. Oh, global achievements map. This is titled. There's gaps. That's where the stickers, the achievement stickers, come in. So I suggest you actually stick them on the board, which I'm not too keen on, because if you want to reset or play it again, then you've got stickers stuck on your board. So I might find an alternative, maybe I could print some similarly shaped tokens on my printer and attach the stickers to that instead. But okay, nice touch. So put the board away, and then what have we got next? We have much thinner cardstock. Much thinner. So these are got an icon key on the back. So it tells you scenario checkbox, number, name and coordinate, and then the scenario chain color. So that's how you read these bits. And it's got some more bits down here. And on this side, these are actual pop out windows. So it's almost like an advent calendar. So this suggests you can only use these once. Once you open one, it looks like it then tells you. So for example, you go to 0, there's nothing attached, but 1, there's an arrow pointing down to 2, which points to 3, which then separates into different routes. And it seems like you take different routes through this board, but yeah, they're perforated with little corners to pull them up. That's just once you perforate them, that's open for good then, and you obviously know what's in it. And not sure. See how that one works out, because I really not sure about having things that aren't completely reusable in terms of the game. And there's another sheet of the same effect, and another sheet of the same, and another. Oh, blimey, okay, so there's actually a lot of these. So how many of those are there? So we've got 1, 2, there's 4 sets of those sheets, so there's quite a lot actually, I guess. And a lot of them are like one-offs, so they're not linked to other ones. Again, you've got the colour in the background, which links to that icon legend on the back. So you get some different ones there. And then we've got more cardstock actually. So those sheets earlier, the 6 sheets earlier, were kind of half size or 2/3 size sheets. These are full size cardstock sheets. And these, you can see how many, there's loads. There's what, off the top of my head, about 12 or 15 of those. And again, they look just as nice as the ones we've already seen. Again, there's more icons, there's tokens, some sort of monster thing there. All double-sided as you'd expect. There's some sort of cannons, there's pillars, more of these sort of monsters, some sort of fairies or something over here. Yeah, looks very nice. And again, this is where it comes in key to have the markers. These are upside down now, but you can see that one there is actually very similar in colour and shape and size to that one. Very similar, so it'd be easy to pick up the wrong one, and they are slightly different. Otherwise, why would you bother? Maybe not, but they have different markings on them, so you can make sure you get the right one. Again, different shapes. So that one's obviously rectangular with the hexes on it. That one's much smaller. So those look very, very nice, and that's a lot where a lot of the weight comes in. Actually, they're really heavy. And then in the bottom of the box, we have all of this stuff. So we have a deck of cards of some sort. This is City. Another organizer, which is nice. It says Road, some sort of a cards here. And we have a little mini pack of wanted cards. The map motif on the back. And 0 plus or plus 0. I guess it's that way around. Cross swords, yeah, so plus 0. That's what those are. And more of the same. Yep, they're the same. A sachet of silica gel. Keep it nice and dry. Can recharge that with my printers. And some sort of accountant have 0 cards. So I'm trying to read it on my phone, which isn't in great focus for my eyes. 0 cards in your hand each time you rest. So some sort of action cards, possibly award, status, bonuses if you achieve different bits. And again, here's your card numbers again, 096. Some sort of sword, and these are magic weapons. Well, looks like frigid blade during your melee attack ability. Something like snowflake to add +2 damage to one attack. Well, looks like 25 gold pieces, I'd say. Okay, not a huge amount of magic items, but still nice. Then we have a bag of bases to put cardstock tokens, with character pieces and things on them. Different colours, you've got white, blue, red and yellow, it seems, so 4 different colours, possibly 1 for each player because there's a 1 to 4 player game, so it might be that each one picks a different colour and so you know which ones are yours. Easy glance. You got some bags, Ziploc bags, just to put all your pieces in so we can organise them better, and then a big stack of cards. So these are normal items by the looks of it as compared to these, which were magic items. I think these are just normal items. So yeah, you've got some weathered boots during your move ability, add +1 move by the looks of it. So that's that. And then we've got another even bigger stack of cards. What have we got here? Crystal Rot. Chilling Breath. So these are spells by the looks of it. So you've got move -1. Damage +0, Frozen Fisticuffs 2. Yeah, obviously don't know how to read these yet, but these look like spell cards or action cards. So that's that. And then the last thing, I think, oh no, there might be a tray under here as well actually. So we've got all these boxes. I have no idea what these are. So we've got a box with some cross swords. Again, these are sealed. I don't know if I really want to go digging into these yet. I guess these are spells as well, because you've got all different icons along the top of these. But that's it. There's no other kind of identifying way to find out what's in them. So we just pull out the organiser, and there's another layer of material. Blimey, this does keep going. So for the money, you can't complain the amount of material that's in here. So this is some sort of health and mana tracker. Oh, that's really nice. Could use that in 40k or something, or fantasy or some similar game. So this is your health thing. It's just a little wheel. There you go, there's 1. So that'll be keeping track of your health as you lose health. Yeah, this would be really good for Hero Quest games actually. And this must be mana or whatever they call sort of your energy or your spell power or whatever it is. So that's very straightforward, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Yep, so 1 per character as you'd expect. Then we have a square box of demon like monster cards. Sorry, square box, square cards of monsters. So you've got the colourless, whatever they are. I've never seen, don't know those. You can see some of the stats on there, possibly their their attack range, which is their centre square and everything around it. And then here you've got Chaos Demon. This seems to show your the health, the moves, and the damage. And there's 4 different ones on each one. So again, not sure how you use that. So you seem to have like levels. You've got level 0 is 7 health, and level 1 is 10 health. And then that one is 8 and 12, 11 and 14, 12 and 18. So yeah, somehow they get powered up by the looks of it, depending on which bit of the square you're using. So that's quite a nice way to do things. And then we have these. I'm not sure what these are. They have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that side. And there are 1, 2, 3, appears to be 6 of these. So not the player cards by the looks of it, but yeah, I don't know what they are for. And actually, some of them are a bit different. So these are 0 to 10, so 1 to 10 and then 1 to 6. But this one is 1 to 6 and then nothing on the back. It's got damage. And that one I dropped is the same. So yeah, okay, so maybe it is player cards. You have, because there's 4 of those and there's these 2 extra ones. Don't know what the difference is on those though. I've got some loose cards down in here. I'm not sure why you got loose cards when everything else is nicely packed. But player reference cards, exactly the same as Hero Quest, where each player will get a reference card to remind you what the different cards are, what they do. So you got your reference card, and on the back you've got more. So you've got different actions you can take by the looks of it, different spells, pushing, pulling, piercing, shield, stun, disarm, immobilize, etc. That's those 4. And then we have, I can't read that, available note, available items, unavailable items, okay. Odd, don't know why you need a card separate for that. And then available personal quests, available active city events, active road events, inactive. So this is for organising, so you get little cards you put in here, almost like a good old-fashioned Filofax or something. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not seen a game that does that before. And then we have 4 envelopes, again sealed, so I'm not going to open them. Looks like one. Oh, some of them are thicker than it. That one's unstuck. I'm not going to open it. That one's quite thin. This one way chunkier and heavier. This one similar to the second one, and this one again similar to the second. So the first one is much thinner, and I don't know what they signify still. Why they're different, don't know. And then we have another deck of cards. So this is Fierce. This seems to be some sort of level of rage that you can use. Maybe don't know. And then this is political intrigue cards. Lure of power, not one shy away from honest day's work, etc. Add event C61 to the city deck now. Okay, so that's kind of showing a little bit of how the game might progress as you go through. And then we have, these are the models, and these appear to link to here. So that one is the same as that in terms of its icon. I will just quickly open this, but yeah, I think because we're right at the bottom and that number of boxes seems to coincide with the 19 models we were promised, and we haven't found any models and there's nowhere else for them to be, so I'm going to guess it's in here. And it says 2 of 2 on there, and there's 1 of 2 down there, so they're the only ones that have 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. None of the other ones have any numbers on them. So it looks like this comes as a pair. It's some sort of bear, by the looks of it. Not very happy. He's carrying all his stuff with him. He's got some body armour, little paws. Okay, so I think that's it. So I'm guess these boxes here are the information cards for each of these monsters or models. So that's it. There's nothing else underneath these because these go all the way to the bottom of the box. So I'll do another video, follow up to this one, where I'll go through all the models. I'll get all of these out, line them all up, and we can have a look at them individually. And we'll open the card decks as well and see what those are all about and have a look at the different card decks. But this was just an initial unboxing. I have to say I'm very impressed. As I said, there's $130, so in the UK, what's that? now. It's very different to what it was 2 years ago, but probably £110 for an absolutely massive box with a huge amount of material in it. Admittedly cardstock, but 19 models, and yeah, a massive amount of material, really high quality. So yeah, absolutely nothing to complain about there, and I look very much forward to trying this out with the kids. Hopefully they'll take to it. Hopefully I'll like it. You never know, might not like it. Just stick it on eBay in a few weeks' time. But otherwise, yeah, thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for those follow-up videos. Thank you. Take care.